hello everyone. A very warm welcome to your today's chemistry session, and this class is going to be super important for your term 1 board exam because we would be doing a lot of questions on your third chapter, metals and non-metals. So guys, you know that there is a huge syllabus reduction in this chapter and that portion of metallurgy that is deleted. So you only have to study this chapter starting from the physical properties of metals and non-metals up to ionic compound. So we are going to do all the type of questions. We have some multiple choice questions, assertion, reason, and also case based questions. So you will get around like 15-16 questions in this session if only you stay till the very end, right? So let's get started. I'm your chemistry master teacher Shilpi Kaushik here at Vedantu. So physical properties of metals and non-metals, the most important thing here is the exception. So please remember all the important exception. For example, name a metal that is existing in the liquid state at room temperature, a non-metal that is actually hardest substance, a metal which is having the low melting point. So you have to tell a metal that is not sonorous. So all the exceptions, they can be asked directly in the questions, plus ductility, malleability, electrical conductivity, heat conductivity, all those points are important with respect to metals and non-metals. Then chemical properties, wherein we need to study the properties of metals, like how they are reacting with air. And in air specifically, you have to see the reaction with oxygen. Like metals would be reacting with oxygen to form metal oxides, and the nature of these metal oxides is generally basic. At the same time, you should know about the amphoteric oxides, everything like that. Then their reaction with water, which metal reacts with cold water, hot water, steam water, what you would be getting, metal oxide banega or hydroxide, you should know that. And finally, the reaction with acids, this is super important. And let me point out nitric acid, that is like super most important, the reaction of metal with dilute nitric acid, wherein you are not getting hydrogen but water, including exceptions. Everything is important. Then questions based on reactivity series, you should remember that reactivity series. And then simple displacement based के questions होते हैं, you can do easily. The final topic is ionic compounds and the property. You can get to see some question from there as well. Okay, you may get to see. So yeah, these are the topics. This is the schedule of chemistry. This is the last class. So today we would be over with sprint text of the chemistry because we are done with revision of all the chapters along with lots of questions. So please, if in case you have missed any session, go back and watch the replay. All the questions we've discussed are important. And Anup Sirka, you can see tomorrow there would be a session on human eye and colorful ball. 29th ko Maria ma'am is going to teach excretion. And then the topics from social studies will also end on 29th in the sprint text. And Shweta ma'am will come on 30th as well to take footprints without feet. Letter of complaint business. Okay, so yeah, if in case you are new on the channel and you are watching the video for the first time, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And let's start with some cationic vibes around us because you all are my cations. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions, and more like I believe that happiness is a state of mind. You wake up in the morning, your first thought should be that I want my day to be happy today. I want a happy day. I want to live a happy day today. So you will see a change in vibes around you. That is exactly a state of mind because life is about positives and negatives both. So it is not possible that we can ignore the negative things, we can cut them off completely. No, the difference is created how we see them. Okay, so we just have to be more optimistic about the way we notice things, the way we feel things. We can change that. We cannot change the situation, but we can change our idea about the situation, isn't it? And that is what's going to bring happiness into our life. So even if this 1 month is going to be super hard for you, I can understand from 27th October to let's say 27 November because your exam are starting from 30th and minus to usse pehle. It's just that make sure that you're preparing with all your heart. Okay, so don't take any sort of stress. Things will be fine. So let's start with first section, simple MCQs. So you know what you are supposed to do. Ma'am is going to give you some time. You have to pause the video, read the question and solve it. I'm going to directly tell you what is the answer just by reading it. And also guys, even if the sessions are premiered or live, they should not affect you, especially at this point of time. If you are in the session, then I would want you to stay in the session with your entire honesty. Stay till the end, analyze yourself, how many marks you are getting, self evaluation you have to do, and I believe in you, just know that. And if your friends are doing wrong in the comment section, in the chat box, just feel free to correct them, okay? Because knowledge hai, the more you are spreading it, the more it is getting multiplied, right? So don't worry. First question, tell me the answer in the chat box. I want chat box to be whole energetic, right? See, what happens when calcium is treated with water? It does not react with water. It reacts violently with water, as in it will catch like fire. Aag lag jaye. Itna vigorous reaction they are talking about. Third, it reacts less violently with water. Bubbles of hydrogen gas form stick to the surface of calcium. If you have read reactivity series, I've told you a lot number of times, please stop calling me a zebra. I like her calling me smart goat. Okay, so now you see potassium, sodium, calcium, they can react with cold water. Magnesium reacts with hot water. Aluminium, zinc and iron reacts with steam water, and these elements do not react with water. So if you talk about calcium, it reacts with cold water. So first statement is wrong. It doesn't react very violently. अगर आप calcium लेते हो, cold water से react कराते हो, you do get calcium hydroxide along with that hydrogen gas. But hydrogen doesn't catch fire. Reaction is not exothermic enough that can ignite hydrogen. So we can say it is less violent. Option number third is right. And also at the same time, what happens? This hydrogen gas sticks to the metal. Just this is your beaker. This is the piece of calcium metal, this all entire water we are having. So these hydrogen gas के bubbles surround this calcium metal, and hydrogen being the lightest gas, इसकी वजह से क्या होता है? Calcium starts floating. The same thing happens in magnesium also. वो भी float करता है, but it reacts with hot water. Okay. So what is the correct answer? Third and fourth statements would be correct. Easy peasy. Second question, super easy. Which of the following can undergo a chemical reaction? Pause the video, tell me the answer in the chat box, okay, or in the comment section also you can tell that. Which of these can undergo a chemical reaction? Magnesium sulfate is reacting with iron. I need to write reactivity series again. Please stop calling me a zebra. I like her calling. अभी इतना ही लिख लेते हैं, ठीक है? So you know that this is decreasing order of reactivity. As I'm going down, reactivity of metal is decreasing. Iron, is it more reactive than magnesium? Nope. So iron is not able to displace magnesium, because I know only a more reactive element can displace a less reactive one. Not possible. Is iron more reactive than zinc? Nope. Iron is not more reactive than zinc, not possible. Is lead more reactive than magnesium? सवाल ही पैदा नहीं होता. Iron, see, it is kept above copper in the reactivity series. So iron is more reactive, copper less है, easily displacement हो जाएगा, and blue color of the solution turns to pale green color of ferrous sulfate, है ना? And brown color का copper is settled down या फिर deposited on the iron nail. Easy peasy. चलो, the next one. Iron reacts with water, leads to the formation of a substance X, and hydrogen gas is released. So ये reaction होता है when iron you are heating for prolonged time, ठीक है? काफ़ी देर के लिए आप heat करो, vapor कर लो इसे gaseous state में, steam के साथ. Iron is reactive with steam water, and you can also do this reaction easily, guys. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. Yes. Balance ही तो करना है reaction. So the oxide that we do get is Fe3O4. Okay, check the balancing of the reaction. Balancing में थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ है यहाँ पर, so we will check that. ठीक है? So iron on longer period of time when we are heating it, what oxide do we get? Ferrosoferric oxide. ठीक है? Prolonged heating आप बोल सकते हो, ज़्यादा time के लिए prolonged heating. We can balance iron को पहले balance करो 3 iron atoms. Now try to balance oxygen 4. Okay, and 4 into 2 you can say 8 है, इसको भी 8 कर दो. ठीक है. So Fe3 or 4 would be the right answer. Balancing थोड़ा ठीक कर लेना. इसके हिसाब से like if you will get the wrong answer. 3 4 4 right. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Which of the following pairs will give displacement reaction? Copper, can it displace sodium? Never. Magnesium, can it be displaced by aluminium? Magnesium is more reactive than aluminium. Silver कभी भी नहीं displace कर सकता iron को, wrong. But silver nitrate solution, if you are making it react with copper, yes. Copper is finally more reactive than silver, displacement हो जाएगा. Do let me know the product of this reaction in the comment section right now, because sometimes you people write wrong formula for copper nitrate. So I want you to write it abhi ki abhi in the comment section if you are being honest with yourself, okay? And it hardly takes 15 seconds to make a comment. Productive comment होगा ये, है ना? That's not like we are not doing any kind of fun right now. Fifth question, match the items in column 1 with the items in column number 2. Okay, so that's a simple match the following. Iron, liquid? Nope. Mercury is liquid at room temperature. So 4A, matching. Okay, iron, deposition of reddish brown layer on exposure, definitely. Moist air से अगर expose करेंगे, we will get hydrated iron oxide. First का B है, okay. Then you go to copper, can be easily cut with a knife, no. Potassium can be easily cut with a knife, okay. Copper, formation of green layer on exposure, definitely, है ना. और वो green layer किसका होता है? That is basic copper carbonate. Copper carbonate एक base का layer, that's green color का layer that you get, है ना, Statue of Liberty. And ये कौन सा होता है? This is hydrated ferric oxide. Easy peasy, not difficult. So check your answers, guys. One more thing I would like to tell you, if in case, because you still have 1 month for preparation, as I have told you, 27th October से लेकर 27 November तक, this is going to be a festive season also. काफ़ी छुट्टियाँ होंगी स्कूल में भी. I believe if you have taken any other private coaching or you doing self studying, so काफ़ी छुट्टियाँ होती है ना. So ये like vibes भी different होती है. Sometimes you don't feel like studying at all. Festive season during this point. ऊपर से ठंड है ना. Winters are also coming now. So yeah, if in case you people want to make sure that this 1 month में there are no forces that are, you know, creating a hindrance for your studying, you want to see the sessions continuously and you want to do revision very perfectly and you want to just sharpen all the tools that you require to score 40 on 40 in each and every subject in term 1, then you can be a part of Vedantu's 1 month ka, not 1 month I would say, a complete crash course for term 1, because exam are ending in December for term 1, so you would be getting a complete package till your final exam. So जब जो exam होगा, you can go and attend the sessions respectively. We are giving you unlimited live classes. If you have doubts during the live sessions, you can get them cleared. We have a team of class teachers along with master teachers to assist you. Okay, so we make sure that 100% doubt solving is there during the classes. You do get a lot of productive and you know, qualitative study material, and last time also we produced excellent results and majority of the paper, you know, came from the class notes only and the questions that we discuss in assignments. So yeah, there is nothing new, right? So each and every pattern would be decoded for you and you would be prepared in a way that you do not lose your marks over there. You just have to work hard with us. So you can be a part of complete crash course, which is actually going on at a very less price right now. Festive season की वजह से huge discount is already going on, and not just that, December में let's say you are well prepared for term 1, you can in fact attend the sessions for term 2. Micro courses आपको unlimited मिलते हैं and that you can take for term 2 as well. They are unlimited in number. You don't have to pay anything else. So it's like how you make use of it. That depends on you. Vedantu gives you unlimited live classes. I have seen students, they take one simple crash course, they complete the entire 12 months ka syllabus just within 2 and 2.5 months in such a less price. Okay, so high level quizzes would be there. That is our responsibility to make you prepare for all the competition that is going on around you, right? Cover your entire syllabus easily without any hindrance, and you also get handwritten notes by the experts. Get all your doubts instantly solved during the sessions. Mock test होंगे, mock papers होंगे of the science together. Because abhi to like I'm independently teaching you chemistry, Anup sir taking physics, Maria ma'am biology, but exam mein you students have to do it all together, है ना? So it's important that you are doing the what we call mock test. That's super important, and I will be just telling you what is the plan for that, how you can choose your plan. What you need to do, you have to go to the link that is given in description box of this video. ये जो वीडियो भी चल रहा है, this video, the ongoing video that you're watching right now, you have to go in description box of this video. You will see a link. Get all Vedantu Pro courses at 10% off. वहाँ पर there is this option term 1 and 2 crash course. First link you would be getting. Tap on the link. You will see a page. Scroll down करना. The same screen will come. Choose your plan. We have 2 plans in crash course, Pro Light and Pro Classic. Difference क्या है? सिर्फ एक चीज का. You do get doubt solving application on Pro Classic. मतलब this works after the live session for doubt solving. Let's say from 8 AM to 11 PM आपको पढ़ते हुए कोई doubt आया. You're like, ma'am, I'm not confident about it. और school में there was this test. You don't know answer to a question या कोई भी question from any reference book. So we have this application जहाँ पर you can post your doubt experts would be giving you the resolution in the minimum possible time. ये वाला feature मिलता है classic में. That's like extra rupees, but this is without any coupon code. I will give you a coupon code, don't worry. Apart from that, live interactive classes, test series, assignments, everything you do get. But how can you get more discount? और 300 off के लिए you can use Shilpi ma'am's coupon code. What is that? Shilpi S. Kaushik K A Army. Yes. Shilpi Kaushik Army Pro. SKA Pro. This is Shilpi ma'am's coupon code. ये apply करने के बाद you will get 300 rupees का और discount. So finally you are getting 2700 में a complete crash course. This is not for 1 month. This is for unlimited duration of your term 1. ठीक है? Unlimited classes, each and everything you are getting. New batches are getting started from 8th. Yes. 8th November I'm talking about, and जो previous batch था that started on 11th I guess. According to me you should take enrollment in the last batch so that you can get the recorded classes, all of them, and you can already start preparing. Classic maybe you can apply Shilpi ma'am's coupon code. This you will get for 3150. So this for 2700. Am I talking about just chemistry? I'm talking about physics, chemistry, biology, maths, English and social studies. Yes, you got that right. Okay, so yeah, that's like I guess beautiful. SKA Pro is the code that you need to apply for extra 10% off. I guess things are clear. So talk to your parents. If you feel like you need it, then go for it. Okay, otherwise I'm always here for you, don't worry, and hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. 6th question on the screen. An element X. An element X atomic number is 12. Okay, atomic number 12 है. Can I write the configuration? Yes, magnesium है ये. Reacts with another element Y with atomic number 17. Chlorine. Yes, magnesium and chlorine. To form a compound Z. Okay, X just made a compound with Y. X ने Y के साथ react किया and they make a compound Z. Which of the following statements are true regarding the compound? First of all, you know what will happen. This X is having 2 valence electron, तो X का valency कितना है? 2 होगा X का valency, है ना? It will lose 2 electrons easily. ये भी if I tell about the charge, that would be +2, है ना? So X के लिए I can write easily +2. Charge valency because it's a metal and it will lose its electron, and lose करने पर you know positive charge will come. And if you talk about Y is having 7 valence electrons, so it would prefer to gain 1 electron, नॉन मेटल है ये, है ना. 7 4 5 6 7 वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मीन्स दैट्स अ नॉन मेटल. 1 2 3 वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन जनरली अ मेटल. सो Y का वैलेंसी कितना है? 1. And that too it would prefer to gain the electron, so -1 I can say. You just have to exchange the valencies to write the formula. So the formula that would be made by them of the compound would be XY2. So is the first statement correct? Molecular formula of Z is XY2? Yes, definitely. It is soluble in water. Let me know the nature of XY2. Guys, what do you think? A metal reacting with a non-metal. Is it going to be an ionic compound? Definitely it would be ionic compound, because you can see here magnesium with its 2 valence electron and a chlorine with its 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 valence electron, another chlorine 7 valence electron. So magnesium will transfer 1 electron to this chlorine, 1 to this. So where transfer of electrons is happening, that's clearly an ionic bond. ये तो simple कर सकते हो, metal non metal ionic. And ionic compounds are water soluble. Yes. Third, X and Y are joined by sharing of electrons. No, sharing of electrons में covalent bonding होता है, but this is clearly transfer of electron going on. So this is ionic bonding, है ना. XY2 is an ionic compound. That's magnesium chloride. You know it now. It would conduct electricity in molten state. Definitely. Ionic compounds, molten means almost melted state. So ions become loose to move out, so they can conduct electricity. 1, 2 and 4 is the answer. Easy, है ना. Nice question. 7. An element X has electronic configuration 281. Another element Y has configuration 287. They form a compound Z. The property that is not exhibited by Z, not exhibited. So here also metal with the non-metal. Clear cut. कैसा bond होगा? Ionic bond. Ionic bonds do have high melting point. Good conductor of electricity in solid state? No. Solid state में ions are tightly held to each other. They are not free to move out. So they can't conduct electricity. Broken, yes, they are quite brittle. Ionic compounds काफ़ी brittle होते हैं. नमक आपने देखा है, बड़े बड़े lumps you can break by hammer, है ना. Soluble in water? Yes. True. Easy. Which of the following are correctly matched? Ductility drawn into wires. True. Malleability drawn into sheets. Good conductor, copper and mercury. Copper is a good conductor of electricity. Mercury is not. Good conductor देना चाहिए वैसे उन्हें. Heat or electricity we are talking about. Let's say heat. Mercury, now poor conductor. Okay. Electricity, whatever you can write. Non-metals, solid or gases, yes. So 1, 2 and 4 is the right answer. I guess you all have done it right. And we are done with the first set. That was simple MCQ. Case pasted on your screen first. Assertion. When zinc is added to a solution of iron sulfate, no change is observed. Reactivity series देखो. Zinc is more reactive than iron. That is why we use it in galvanization. Zinc ज़्यादा reactive है, तभी iron पे we do zinc coating that reacts with oxygen to give an oxide layer, है ना. So this is wrong. Change is observed. The pale green color of ferrous sulfate disappears. Colors fade away because of formation of zinc sulfate. Color fades away. Wrong statement. Assertion is wrong. You can directly mark the option number D. Zinc is less reactive than iron. No, zinc is more reactive than iron. Both assertion and reason are false. Easy peasy. 10th. Electrical wires can be made by copper. Yeah. Why? Because copper is a good conductor of electricity. Definitely. And it is also ductile. Ductile होता है, इसीलिए भी इसका एक रीजन है. सो कभी आए एग्जाम में, डोंट डू इट रॉन्ग. ठीक है, ऑप्शन ए इज करेक्ट. Assertion. Carbon reacts with oxygen to form carbon dioxide, which is an acidic oxide. Yes. Non-metals oxides are generally acidic in nature. Non-metal oxides कैसे होते हैं? Acidic होते हैं. And what is the funda behind it? Why they are acidic? Because they react with base to give salt and water. You want to see proof? Take carbon dioxide, make it react with the base, and you would be getting salt as well as water. Salt. So now that is confirmed, something that is reacting with base to give salt and water must be an acid, isn't it? So non-metal oxides are acidic. Assertion is true. Non-metal oxides form acidic oxides. True. Okay, so इसको हाँ, you can change it, this you can do it basic. Non-metal oxides form basic oxide. This would be false, है ना? So what is the correct answer? Change कर लो इसको. Non-metal oxides form basic oxide. This was in the question. So what we can do? No, they are acidic oxide. So what is the right answer? Assertion is true, but reason is false. Metal oxides are generally basic. Non-metal oxides are acidic in nature. 12th, assertion. Different metals have different reactivities with water and dilute acid. Exactly. Because reactivity of a metal depends on its position in the reactivity series. Yeah, that is also right. Okay, so we refer to the reactivity series, and based on that we can say that yes, different metal react in a different way. That is how we have arranged the reactivity series, isn't it? So clear cut, option number A is the right answer. Now we are going to case based question. Slow down the video, pause it, go back if there was some question that you were not able to solve. Do a self-assessment, do a self-evaluation, and let me know your marks in the comment section. I read each and every comment and I like it also. So that one like that you get on the comment is done by my personal account only. Okay. So don't think that ma'am doesn't read the comments. I do. Whenever I get time, I do read the comments. Section C, case based. So case based important, and don't get terrified by them. They are super easy. They give you free case 3 to 5 marks. They go. So either you can read a passage, see metal react with non-metals by losing or gaining electrons. Something about ionic compounds I can judge. So you can just know what is the theme of the passage. ठीक है, आपको पता चल जाएगा background किसका, and directly go to the question, because I tell you every time in most of the cases this passage would not be related to the questions. You can do them directly also. If you feel कि ये connected है, then go back and read it. Okay. Which of the following properties not generally exhibited by ionic compounds? Molten state में they are electrical conductors. Electrical conductivity in solid state? Nope. No. This is not observed because ions are not free. Ions are not free to move. High melting boiling? Yes. Solubility in water? Definitely. Sorry. Transfer of one or more valence electrons from a metal to non-metal takes place in the case of? In the chat box, comment section, metal and non-metal के बीच में transfer हुआ. Ionic bond, also known as electrovalent bond. कहीं और जाने की जरूरत ही नहीं है आपको. Simple cut answer. Okay. 15. Calcium oxide is formed by losing of electrons. Read it again. Calcium oxide is formed by losing of electrons to oxygen atoms. The calcium atom has the number of valence electrons as. बहुत ईजी है. कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड की बात किया है. दे आर आस्किंग हाउ मेनी वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन कैल्शियम इज हैविंग. यस, super easy. So if you know the configuration, that is 2, 8, 8 and 2. So 2 valence electrons calcium is having. Now I give you a homework question in the comment section. I keep on giving chotu questions in the during the sessions, question only, so that I can know how many of you watched the entire session. Okay, so you have to tell me what kind of ions are present. Type of ions, मतलब cation and anion कौन है, and in what mole ratio they are present. In what mole ratio cation and anion are present? Can you tell me the answer to this question in the comment section? I will see that. 16th question. The atomic number of 4 elements are given to you. 6, 8, 10, 12. Configuration लिख सकते हो 2, 4, 2, 6, 2, 8. That's a noble gas there. 2, 8, 2. इससे क्या होगा? Metals, non-metals आप identify कर सकते हो. 1, 2, 3 valence electrons तो metal. 8 तो noble gas. 4 से 4, 5, 6, 7 में it would be a non-metal. Okay, the two elements which can react to form ionic compounds. So I have told you in the regular classes also कि beta whenever an element is having four valence electrons like carbon family, they can never make ionic bond because it is not possible to gain or lose four electron. So ये तो हमेशा covalent करेंगे. ठीक है? So option number A is wrong because this is from group number 14, covalent bonding. 8 I will think 10 तो पक्का noble gas है. So what is the right answer? B and D. इसका मतलब 2,6 oxygen and magnesium है ना, MgO. Metal, non-metal. यहाँ पर क्या होगा? This magnesium has 2 valence electron. This is oxygen with 6 valence electrons. So magnesium will transfer both its electron to oxygen and will be making magnesium oxide Mg2 plus O2 negative. Right? Easy peasy. So we are done with all the questions based on this. Now ma'am is giving you homework question. I want the answer in the comment section from all of you. Which of the following metal on reacting with NaOH produce hydrogen gas? Copper, aluminium, iron or zinc? Easy peasy. Reactivity you have to watch. Okay, so guys, previous session, if in case you have missed, एक बार देख लेना, that was important. We have taken all the important questions, and if in case you feel like coming in the crash course, you should take it because it's like, you know, once in a lifetime kind of thing that you do in your 10th boards actually for the first time. And for extra 10% off, you have Shilpi ma'am's code SKA Pro. I guess the things are clear. I will see you in the next session, and if you have doubts, let me know in the comment section. We will try to arrange a doubt session for you also before your term 1 exam. Okay, so that all your queries are just being answered. Take care. Bye bye.